Hello, hello. Let's check this propane. So, oh yeah, we got about a quarter left of that guy. We went from, oh God, I almost slipped on the ice. I went from 40 degrees and rainy this week to, it was down to 3 degrees. It's so icy. Belly wants to play, but I will not play with it. This is gonna hurt somebody. Last night, I had a bay getting a little too cold back here. And I think, you see all the moisture coming from our bedroom window running down the RV. I think that, and I was right, okay. The batteries in this remote died, and it wasn't running the space heater in there like it should have. So it was stayed above freezing, but it was just like barely above freezing last night. So we're gonna change the batteries in this, which should hopefully get that heater running again. Keep this bay a little bit warmer tonight. And this was it. It just it needed the batteries replaced, and it is working fine now. So we're gonna go ahead and put that back in. It was 43 when I first plugged it in. You see it's warming up because it's in here. Turns on at 33 degrees, turns off at 35. Just gives right by that door a little extra protection. You guys have seen some of our videos before, well, you know that it can be as hot as 55, 58 degrees in that back bay, and it'll still be colder than 33 degrees right next to that door. Hey Billy, you're such a good girl. We're working on it. Yes, we are. Oh, it's my good girl. You ready to go outside for real this time? I'm showing you the door again. We've shown you this before. You can see we have a lot covering this front door right now, and that's because besides the roof, this is probably one of our biggest heat losses. We have this big heavy blanket that we put over it. We have those pillows that we put over another cushion that we have wrapped so that it doesn't have moisture. So it doesn't have moisture buildup on it, you know? Basically, you can see all of the sunlight that comes through there. All of the weather stripping that's on here is just not good anymore. It's all just deflated and rotten. And if the wind's pushing on that at all, you can see that just gets much worse. So today, I'm gonna take you guys with me while I try and clean this all up and re-weather strip this. We'll see how it goes. I've never done anything, well, it should be a pretty easy project. We'll see. Bella, you just want to go outside like you. Here's the stuff that we had left over from when we did the furnace like a month ago. Should be enough to cover a door. But what I'm hoping I can do is scrape off some of that old gasket. Billy, my brother gave me this stuff, and it's got a J channel on it, which might work really good for the door, but I don't think I have enough of it for the whole door. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off by just getting a scraper and pulling the old stuff off, and we'll see where we're at. All right, back out next to the RV. It's a good time to check the propane. Hey, we might even start the generator up today. Oh, it's not bad. We're a little under a half a tank, just giving it a shake test. For those of you guys paying attention, we're probably about $850 in the propane for the year. A little under $1,000. Keep in mind, if we'd have went down south to Arizona from here, the gas one way would have been about 2,000 bucks. Still been cheaper to stay here for the winter than to think about heading down south, even though, you know, dealing with the cold isn't fun. We're gonna focus on this now, I guess. See, my door is full of handprints and smudge marks, and Audrey pointed that out the other day. I gotta find a screw for this. A couple more of them are loose up there. I think when it gets warmer out, let's see, that screw's actually loose. And it looks like a different screw than was in there because the rest of these are painted. So I might tighten these up because just some of these are starting to strip out with time, and none of them really tighten up. So I might take some of these out and replace them with bigger screws. And then just silicone over all of this stuff, because this has clearly not been sealing for years. And the other day when it was raining, we were getting water pooling in this corner. And I mean, I don't got any moisture under there, but I don't want there to be any moisture under there. But for now, I'm just gonna take this. And that's actually coming off pretty easily. Yeah, that's not bad at all. So of course I'm gonna have to get under here, and you want it to be bare metal. So I found some goo gun. So yeah, I'm gonna tear as much of this out of here as possible. And I'll show you guys what it looks like. You can see down here, there's like nothing left of that at all, nothing. So there's a seal there, and then there's a seal here on this part of the door, which doesn't work anymore, and it hasn't worked in a long time. You see, like, that's all bad. I don't have anything to replace this, but what I might do is just see if I can put another seal like along here. I might have to cut it because it's a little wider than this lip.
Hey, want to help us out? Subscribe to our channel. It's totally free and it would really bring us joy. Then click the bell notification so you know when we have a new video up. Thanks.
But just by putting another seal here, I hope that maybe I might get just a little bit better of a seal than what this guy's doing. And then in the summertime, I'll probably try and find this so that we can replace this and do it right. But for right now, anything is gonna be better than what we have, which is just wind blowing through this door. So, all right, I'm gonna start pulling all this stuff off. You're such a good girl. You're just waiting for your turn to play. We're just waiting for your turn. You're such a good girl. I got most of this off. I hurt my back yesterday, so leaning over and getting this top has been fun. I got it. The breaking point, at least behind all this stuff, and it's not the funnest to scrape off, but it comes off pretty easily, the old stuff. And I don't know if this is original from the 90s. It seems like it is. Just this for a while, I guess. Oh look, a toy for me.
Right on the stool. Look at that.
For me. Everything that's left behind that glue gun. A good bag. Put it right up. Oh, Billy, you left it there for me. Thank you.
Also, we have alcohol.
Oh, booze.
Not booze.
I know.
but
also booze.
But, oh yeah, it's Saturday. BRB.
Yeah, that right there. That's why it could be very annoying to play with you. I'm not getting that. I got the last one that you shoved all the way under there. I'm not doing that again. Go get it. Go get it. I want to see. Go on, go get it. Get it. Go on. You did it, not me. Yeah. Go get it. Get the toy. Good girl. Okay. Don't put no. Come on. You know the rules. Stinker. Okay, so I got my glue gun. And I got my glue. All the way off there, you can see there's some stuff left behind. So before I put the new stuff on, I just want to make sure it's as clean as possible. Also, for whatever reason, they put it on the inside here and over here. They put it along that. I'm not sure why. I guess I'm gonna find out. I like this stuff because one, it doesn't smell bad. It doesn't smell like a cleaner. It just smells like lemon. And I can imagine they're using quite a lot of citric acid for this. It's fine. A little bit of patience here. I checked all the way down to the carpet over here. It seems like the carpet is a little damp in this corner, but overall it's actually pretty dry back here. So I'm keeping it kind of dry. The front here is like very dry, but I think because I'm not completely level, we're getting a little bit of moisture in, which is another reason I want to just kind of address this problem before it becomes a big issue. And the thing with an RV is when you're living in here, when you notice something, you got to take care of it right away. There's no putting it off, because if you put it off, you just do more damage, and it just ends up being way more expensive. I mean, that's true in a lot of things in life, if I'm honest. But with RVs, that rule is exceptionally true. All right, I got a good chunk of it all done. The bottom lip is pretty clean. We're moving along pretty nicely. I can still feel a little bit of residue here. I'm gonna have to come back over. You wanna make sure that this is not sticky at all, believe it or not, before you put the new stuff on. So this has definitely got some more work before I feel comfortable. It might take 1 or 2 passes, but I wanna make sure this is nice and clean before I go putting the new stuff on. And I got this about as clean as a guy like me knows how to clean. A little bit of residue right here I could probably go back over. A recommendation I would give you is if you do have any stickers on the door, take pictures of them prior to cleaning it with solvents. Kind of lost part of that sticker that would be legible, and luckily I took a picture of it before. So if I ever need those numbers for whatever reason, they're there. I'm gonna find some scissors and start figuring out how to get this new weather stripping on that jam, because I think this is just a little bit wider than this old stuff. And by a little bit, I mean a lot wider. I have to cut it to fit a little bit, but it should work out okay. Let's find out. Started it from the bottom. I might actually end up having to go get more. I'm just pushing it into the edge here as I roll up. This backing is something to be desired. A little bit of patience as always. We're gonna do this until I run out, and then I'll probably have to run it in Menards and grab some more. So I'm just peeling this up. And then when I'm done with this, I'll come along with the scissors and we'll trim the excess off of it. Definitely wider than what came out of here, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Try that.
Yeah, I'm just, because I don't want it to sag while I'm...
Right.
We're definitely going to have to go get another roll of that. I'm just trying to take as much as backing off as it will allow me to. I'm just working...
It tears easily.
Yeah, I'm working with it in small sections. Luckily, it looks like everything that's like tearing off is right on the edges where it's going to get cut anyway. It looks like that outside edge is the one that's like tearing a lot more. Not the inside edge, which is nice. Funny, when I was looking at this roll in the garage after we did the heater, I was like, oh yeah, we have
Plenty?
plenty. We have more than enough. I was feeling like we had so much. Just this though should go a long way. And we'll know because this is the ceiling edge of the door. So if this stuff is a little bit too wide, we'll know right away. But I don't think it is. This is basically just memory foam. It's a foam adhesive backed weather stripping, which means that it will mush. It's mushable. I might have to put the camera down so Audrey can help me unroll this. We're so close to having enough to go all the way around.
Look how much is left.
It'll go down most of this, but I'm gonna need a piece for the bottom and I'm gonna need a piece for the rest of this side. It sucks. They taped this side to this side of the jam and not the back side. I'm taping it to the back side. It just sticks to itself down here, so that's pretty much the end of the roll right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like this is just stuck to the cardboard, so it would just peel up. That last little bit is unusable.
Oh, perfect.
Which is, you know, whatever. I'm just trying to push it in as much as possible before I stick it down. You can see my radius is up in here, nice and clean. Being a helmet. Okay, so I'm gonna take the scissors. I'm gonna start over here on this side. I'm just gonna trim the edge all the way around. Okay, scissors sucked at this. You can see it's a little butchered down here. I just got a knife and a really sharp knife, and you can see right there where it's sort of cutting. I'm just trying to cut it as flush as I can to that. So far it's looking really good, so I'm gonna keep going with this knife. Shout out to Jeremy, thank you. This is doing edge job properly. And I haven't dulled the entire edge yet. There's a little bit of a sharp spot right in the back there. I'm saying I found the one sharp part of the knife left. And as long as it doesn't like to cut upwards, but as long as you find the right grain, I guess. It's doing a really good job of just, whoop. Make sure you're not pulling it away from where you want it to stick. I have to glue gun this knife when I get done with it. So how am I gonna cut it? Life's so hard for you? Yeah, the leading end of the knife I have dulled. I bet. You know what? Normally I wouldn't believe you. But you're starting to make a lot of sense, Bella. Moment of truth. I actually took a little bit of a pair of scissors to get in here. Again, not the cleanest, but better than nothing. The adhesive started to come down a little bit there, but we restuck it. Seems to be okay. I still have this little bit. We're gonna have to go to Menards and buy some more. Not the cleanest cut job in the world either. I could have probably used a razor blade, but that knife actually did a pretty good job. And again, we're just kind of hoping that it's better than what was on there. So let's shut the door and see how it is. So we're gonna go ahead and shut this. You can see how we still aren't touching on that gap up here. So even as thick as this new stuff is, it's not, I can still get some freaking air gap in here. So what do I do now? Well, it'd be helpful if I could get out. That's a nice hard slam, and I still got a nice air gap up here. Not, well, I guess all the way around here, yeah. So this screen door is not getting pushed up as far as it should be here. I don't know if the door is tweaked I don't know what's going on here. And it seems like all the traffic in the world wants going in and out. It does seem like it's harder to open now, which is, there's that. That's not really an improvement, but. And again, I think it's just that seal right there, not really sealing. Let's shut this door all the way. Oh. That's not good. Look at that. That is not latching shit though. Great. Great. Hi, YouTube. So this part right here is not sealing.
The door closes worse now.
The door is not closing.
But I think just because of this section.
Yeah, I feel like it's hopefully just this section here that we're cutting out. Bella's going bananas because
The door keeps opening and closing.
well, not only that, but I've been slamming it. It's being a pain in my butt.
Belly, you're fine.
Let's see if that works any better. The problem is that this whole door doesn't close well, you know?
Bella,
Right.
honey, you're fine.
Closing this.
Okay.
It's bulging right here. This door is in either worse shape than I thought, or I'm completely dumb for putting new weather stripping on it. It will not seal shut right now unless I put extreme pressure on it, and I'm not really supposed to be pushing on it that hard from the inside. I wonder. Now it just shut fine. After I pressed on it, is it just gonna take a little bit for that new molding? Is it really that much tighter? That looks good. That's acceptable. The problem is I can't pull on my door from the inside like that every time. I'm gonna break my door handle doing that. So it needs to be more rational. I want to be able to finish this, so I don't know if I should just leave it like this for a little bit. I got the deadbolt lock this time, and I shut it, and looks like it's sealed up pretty nice. Still got that air gap on the top there. It looks really tight along the back here. I finally got the door to shut and lock from the inside. I basically had to slam it. I do feel like I am getting a little bit better of a seal, except for, you know, like in places like this. I don't know what to do in places like this. You can see towards the top, you can still see daylight coming in. However, along the rest of the door, it does look like it is much better sealed. Hoping by leaving this closed like this for a while, there's no air coming in from there, there's no light coming in from there. I can see on the back of this hinge where I'm still got a little bit of a leak problem. And up there, this door is not straight in the frame anymore. In all honesty, it could probably use to be replaced. It needs a lot more TLC than I can afford to give it right now. So I'm just kind of hoping that one, I don't accidentally pull this handle off, because, you know, that is a possibility. You can see this door sill plate is already bending hard. I've been pulling on it. You can see the paint here has rubbed off from this part of the door rubbing right there. I don't know what to do, guys. I'm kind of stuck on this one. I guess I'm gonna dive into how to repair RV doors. Why does everything with this turn out to be like a 2-week project, and I have to, like, you know, learn a whole trade? I sure would like one project that I start on here to just be like, oh, look, a 30-minute project, and I made it better.